Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Green Spirit. Thank you for joining me today. So tonight I wanted to go ahead and create a charm for protection, and so that's what we're going to be doing today. I have here a couple of ingredients. I have a crow feather. As you know, the crow is my totem animal. You can use any feather that you find. I don't recommend that you buy one. I think it's better if you find one. It can be a smaller feather or a larger feather, and if it's not your totem animal, that's okay. Just charge it with intent. I have a all-seeing eye bead. This isn't necessary. This is just a special component that I am adding, but I do recommend that if you can get one, go ahead and get one. I have 2 pieces of cotton embroidery floss. I prefer the cotton just because it's natural, and I have it in red. I see red as a protective color, and I have 2 pieces. They're about 17 inches in size or in length. I also had purchased at Michael's, I can't remember, Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but I purchased a bunch of little mirrors to reflect any negativity or bad things away from your car. And so I've chosen the square pieces because I intend to use the round pieces for other projects, so that's what I've got here. I've got a total of 6 pieces. You're also going to need a hot glue gun with hot glue, obviously. And then, okay, so here's what I've done. One of the cords I've gone ahead and charged and already put in the intent. I did basic Knot Magick. What I did first is, because it goes, and I'll put this in the description box, but by knot of 1, my spell's begun. By knot of 2, it comes true. By knot of 3, so mote it be. By knot of 4, this power I store. By knot of 5, the spell's alive. By knot of 6, the spell's affix. By knot of 7, events all leaven. By knot of 8, it will be fate. By knot of 9, what's done is mine. And if you've never done Knot Magick, I encourage you just to look it up. Just Google it. But essentially, each of the sayings, when you say it, you tie a knot in a piece of rope or twine, and that's what I've done. So I've already charged this, and then because I'm making this a car protection charm, I had very specific things that I said. So for example, when I did the first knot, I had written down everything I want this to do 9 times for each of the 9 knots. So for the first one, I said, I and whoever rides within are protected from all harm. And I also did it in the present tense. I didn't say will be. I said it in the present tense, is in the now, because I feel like the universe understands things in very plain speak. So then once I said, I and whoever rides within are protected from all harm, then I finished tying my knot and said, by knot of 1, my spells began. And then I continued, any who look at my car with ill will or negativity are blinded so they may not see it. So for example, if there's like a cop car that is trying to meet their quota, and even though I'm not doing anything wrong, they want to pull me over, they will be blinded and not be able to see. That's also one of the purposes of the mirror. And then I said, by knot of 2, it comes true. So I'm going to write everything that I said down so that you guys can have it yourselves. But basically what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take one of my threads, the one that does not have a knot on it, and I'm just going to take my feather, and in the middle I'm going to tie a knot. And I'll just say, by the maiden, and I don't want to squish the feathers, so I'm going to kind of move it a little. There we go. Oop. By the mother and by the crow, or by the crone, excuse me. Okay, there's 3 knots. Then to this, I'm going to attempt to string my all-seeing eye, or evil eye. Some people look at it as an evil eye to deflect the evil eye, which is perfectly fine, or some people see it as an all-seeing eye of God. It's up to you, however you see it. And I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot. And I don't care if it's a little lopsided. If you really want to make it, you know, perfect, that'll be up to you. Sorry, it's kind of late and I'm a bit tired, so I'm a bit uncoordinated. Alright. So, there it is. Okay. Then I'm going to leave this alone. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the cord where I've enchanted it, and I'm going to go ahead and wrap it a couple of times. And then be very careful when you do this, but add a little bit of hot glue. You can also use like wood glue. I use wood glue for pretty much everything, but for the purposes of this video and to make this kind of quick, I'm going to use some hot glue. Okay, I use wood glue to mount stones into wands and elements into my book, because I find that I know everybody uses like E6000, but if you've ever read the ingredients on E6000, it says it causes cancer, and I'd rather not take the chance. Okay, so I've wrapped it a couple of times with one end of the charmed floss, but I'm gonna wrap it again a little bit because it's a little long. Just till I get a length that I like. I don't want it to be too long because I want it to kind of match the length of the feather. So I think that's actually pretty good. Maybe I'll wrap it just one more time. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another little dollop of glue and secure that until it stays put. Watch out for strings of hot glue because you guys know those go everywhere. Okay, so basically we've got our normal strings, and then we've got our little dangly from the spell cord, and I've made it just about the length of the feather, maybe just an inch or so longer. Now I'm going to go ahead and lay 3 of my glass pieces in a line relatively close together. These are to deflect negativity and to also amplify the protection. Okay. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to go ahead and flip my feather around here so it makes a little bit more. There we go. It's a little better. Okay. So I'm just going to add a little dollop of hot glue. Add my other little mirror in it and kind of sandwich the charmed there we go. I think I need to replace my hot glue gun. But you're sandwiching the charmed embroidery floss. Okay guys, so as I was making this, I realized that the mirrors are a little heavy, which makes it so that when you're trying to tie it, it actually lifts the feather up kind of in a strange manner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and flip my feather over so it shows the rib of the feather, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of hot glue where the mirrors go to weigh it down so that the feather stays down. I'm going to add a teeny bit of glue. Alright. Just go ahead and then just take the strings off. So now the feather lays as it should, and I do recommend that you add an extra knot at the top if it's not staying how you want it to stay. You just need to make it even. Okay everybody, so this is the finished project. Here is the back of the feather, which each of the 3 mirrors that again they deflect negativity but also amplify the magic that you've created. And then here's the other side. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really enjoyed this video, please hit the subscribe button to view any future videos from me. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Thank you, and blessed be, and good night.